This is TTS Daily and I'm Yi. We have chilling footage here of a male passenger on Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8243. He sent this video to his wife just minutes before the plane crashed in Kazakhstan. In the video, passengers can be heard praying and oxygen masks were visible, indicating they had already been deployed. Earlier today, an Azerbaijan airline planes crashed near Aktau, Kazakhstan on December 25, 2024. The plane was en route to Russia, but crashed after veering off its intended path. Out of the 67 people on board, 32 survived according to Azerbaijani authorities. The plane attempted an emergency landing about 3 kilometers from Aktau, leading to the crash. Video footage, as you can see here, showed the plane descending quickly and catching fire upon impact, with smoke rising from the crash sites. Survivors were seen exiting the wreckage. Investigations are underway by both Azerbaijani and Kazakh authorities. Emergency services managed to extinguish the fire at the crash site, and the survivors, including 2 children, were hospitalized. Specialist doctors were flown in from Astana to treat the injured, and footage from post-crash, you can see the body of the planes in the video here, where there are several holes on the body. The cause of the sudden emergency landing is still unknown, but there were earlier alleged reports saying that it might have been caused by a flock of birds that might have impact against the engine. Our thoughts and condolences are with the victims and families of this tragedy. So travel streaming is a very hot category in content creation right now. Tons of people love to watch travel streaming, and this pair of travel streamers, they traveled to Colombia for Christmas Eve. And on this night, while live streaming on the streets of Christmas Eve, they befriended 2 ladies and they invited these ladies over for a house party at their Airbnb. So everything was live streamed here. We'll be able to show you segments of it. And the viewers noticed that the ladies were fake drinking their alcohol from the glass. After fake drinking it, they would offer the glass to the 2 male streamers, asking them to drink, even feeding the drink all the way to their mouths. At one point, one of the male streamers in red asked, "Why does this taste so weird?" And you could see the slight look of horror on the ladies' faces. These keep on continuing while chat was screaming at them that they are being drugged right now. The drinks are spiked, but they have already been because the 2 male streamers are not able to react to chat at all. And at one point, again, the streamer in red said to his friend, "I think they me." Whereas after that, he just started to sit on the sofa and he was stoning. He's like too intoxicated. The effect is too strong that he couldn't react. He just seated there, eyes wide open. Whereas the other friend continued being fed drinks, laced drinks. And you can see from this segment here, one of the ladies poured a drink. After pouring a drink on the counter, she took the drink to the bathroom. And she came out of the bathroom to take her coat. And she went to the bathroom. Guess what is in her coat? So this kept on happening. The ladies kept feeding the male streamers with laced drinks, and they kept trying to cover up the camera equipment because they know that they were being live streamed and they want to hide evidence. And finally they managed to, and the stream was suddenly cut off. Okay, so finally the chat is going wild, okay, and they are contacting their friends. And the friends of the streamers managed to contact the owner of the Airbnb. The Airbnb owner managed to contact the streamers, but they were safe, although already very and they couldn't react much, and they noticed that all their equipments have been stolen. So stay safe out there, everyone, especially if you are traveling overseas. It's best not to travel alone unless you're an experienced traveler. At least travel in pairs, but if in pairs you are still putting yourself in danger like this, then maybe you should travel as a pack and watch out for each other's backs. We're back in Singapore, where on Christmas Eve, a 24-year-old man was arrested for allegedly causing serious harm to a 25-year-old man. The assault happened on Jalan Besar Road at around 3:40 AM on December 24th, Christmas Eve. The victim received cuts and was taken to the hospital while conscious because the attacker had a sharp object, okay? The suspect escaped after the attack but was arrested later that day at a residence in Kit Hong Close, and at this residence, another 19-year-old woman was arrested for hiding the suspect/offender. The reason for this conflict was both men were acquainted and had prior disputes. The suspect is due in court on December 26, facing potential life imprisonment or up to 15 years in jail, along with possible fines or caning. Police also noted that carrying weapons in public without lawful reason is illegal, with penalties up to 5 years in prison and mandatory caning. What's going on? We need to stop this PvP mentality in the community. We need to come together and care for each other. Stop this PvP mentality, We need to start doing co-op missions, cooperative missions instead of this PvP mentality. This is really bad. We need Charity the Elephant to come teach us about sharing is caring. We need Singa, the kindness lion / the courtesy lion, to start another NCC, National Courtesy Campaign. Come on, we need to band up and take care of each other. It's Christmas Eve morning and a parent took her 2-year-old toddler down to the outdoor playground to play. While playing halfway, suddenly a metal object fell out of the sky and struck the child on the head. The child suffered a cut on her head and was bleeding. The parent looked around and couldn't see anyone else at the outside playground, suggesting that it might be high-rise litter. And high-rise litter, have danger to become killer litter. The child was taken to the hospital while conscious. Thankfully, she is safe now. A police report was filed and the incident is under investigation. This incident happened at Riverdale Shores in Sengkang, between Block 172D and Block 173A of Sengkang East Drive. This is very stressful and upsetting to parents because children have so much energy to expend and they love to go to indoor playgrounds and also outdoor playgrounds. And now while you're bringing them out to outdoor playgrounds, you still need to beware the dangers of high-rise litter. Okay, for the final story of the day. After the SingPost sacking firing drama, SingPost shares opened the next day and slumped by nearly 10% at market open on December 23rd, 2024, marking the largest single-day decline in more than 4 years. By the end of the trading day, SingPost shares had fallen by 10.7% to close at 50 cents Singapore dollar. Okay? As we all know, two of the top executives that were fired, Mr. Feng and Mr. Yik, has came out saying that they would contest this unfair sacking. They said that they would rigorously contest their firing. And a SingPost spokesperson was quoted afterwards saying, "We are confident of our legal position and will address this at an appropriate time and forum if necessary." After that, now the third fired executive also has decided to contest this sacking. Okay? The third fired executive, Mr. Li Yu, has now come out saying that I will also seek to enforce my legal rights and vindicate my personal reputation. He called the sacking unfair, saying it was without merit. Wow, we will keep you updated with this SingPost drama.